I will show you how to get the best understanding of constitutional amendments for your UPSC Prelims. Welcome to the PM Expert UPSC series. I am Pankaj Sharma, your guide for today, a passionate educator with years of experience helping aspirants crack the UPSC Prelims. Today, we will review the constitutional amendments that are frequently asked in the UPSC Prelims. These amendments are milestones in the evolution of our Constitution, high-yield, fact-based, and a must-know for you. So, let's begin today's journey. First, stop. The 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976, a landmark in Indian constitutional history. This amendment is often regarded as one of the most comprehensive and far-reaching changes ever made to the Indian Constitution. It's also famously known as the Mini Constitution because of the sheer number and significance of the changes it introduced, affecting almost every part of the Constitution. During the emergency, the Indira Gandhi government used this amendment to reshape the nation's legal and political landscape. The government's aim was to strengthen the central government's power and limit judicial review, which sparked intense debate and controversy. Three crucial words were added to the preamble: socialist, secular, and integrity, reflecting the government's vision for India's identity and values. For the first time, fundamental duties were included in the Constitution under Part 4A, Article 51A, based on the recommendations of the Sardar Swaran Singh Committee. These duties were meant to remind citizens of their responsibilities towards the nation. The amendment also gave directive principles of state policy precedence over fundamental rights, a move that led to significant legal and political debates about the balance between individual rights and the state's goals. By altering the balance of power within the Constitution, the 42nd Amendment became a critical topic for students and aspirants, especially those preparing for the UPSC exams. The 42nd Amendment truly marked a turning point in India's constitutional journey, so make sure you remember its significance. Our next stop in the journey of India's constitutional evolution, the 44th Constitutional Amendment Act 1978. This amendment stands as a crucial turning point in Indian democracy, enacted in the aftermath of the emergency period when the country's democratic values were put to the test. After the emergency, the newly elected Janata Party government took decisive action to restore the original spirit of the Constitution. They reversed several controversial changes made by the 42nd Amendment, aiming to re-establish the balance of power and protect citizens' rights. The dignity and sanctity of fundamental rights were reinstated, and the powers of the Supreme Court and High Courts to review laws and government actions were fully restored, ensuring that the judiciary could once again act as a guardian of the Constitution. The amendment removed the priority given to directive principles of state policy over fundamental rights, and judicial review, a cornerstone of constitutional democracy, was brought back, empowering courts to protect individual freedoms. Perhaps the most significant change was the removal of the right to property from the list of fundamental rights. It was reclassified as a legal right under Article 300A, meaning it could no longer be challenged in the Supreme Court as a fundamental right. Importantly, Articles 20 and 21, protecting life, liberty, and personal freedoms, were made immune from suspension even during a national emergency, ensuring that basic human rights would always be safeguarded. The 44th Amendment stands as a powerful symbol of India's commitment to democracy, restoring faith in the Constitution and reinforcing the idea that the people's rights must always come first. 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992, the dream of Gram Swaraj. Panchayati Raj institutions received constitutional status, Part 9 and the 11th Schedule, 29 subjects. Three-tier system, Gram Panchayat, Panchayat Samiti, Zila Parishad. Elections every 5 years conducted by the State Election Commission. Reservation for women and SC/ST, at least 1/3 seats for women. Local self-governance was strengthened, forming the foundation of grassroots democracy. The 73rd Amendment, a symbol of rural empowerment. 74th Constitutional Amendment Act 1992 for the cities. Urban local bodies received constitutional status, Part 9A, 12th Schedule, 18 subjects. Nagar Panchayat, Municipal Council, Municipal Corporation, 3 types of urban bodies. Regular elections, State Election Commission, and Women's Reservation. The 73rd and 74th Amendments, the twin pillars of rural and urban local governance. UPSC asks questions comparing them. Remember the part, schedule, and subjects. 86th Constitutional Amendment Act 2002, Right to Education. Article 21A, free and compulsory education for children aged 6 to 14 years became a fundamental right. Article 45, early childhood care and education for children below 6 years. Article 51AK, duty of parents to provide education to their children. This amendment, a holistic approach, rights for children, responsibility for the government, duty for parents. For UPSC, definitely remember Articles 21A, 45 and 51AK. A revolution in education, the 86th Amendment. The 101st Constitutional Amendment Act 2016 marked a historic turning point in India's tax landscape, ushering in the era of the Goods and Services Tax, or GST. This landmark reform aimed to unify the country under a single streamlined tax regime. GST replaced a complex web of multiple indirect taxes like VAT, service tax, and excise duty with a single comprehensive tax system. This is the essence of one nation, one tax, creating a common economic market across India. Article 246A of the Constitution empowers both Parliament and state legislatures to make laws regarding GST, ensuring cooperative federalism and shared responsibility in tax matters. Article 279A led to the creation of the GST Council, a unique federal body with representatives from both the centre and all states working together to decide GST rates, exemptions and policies. GST is a destination-based tax, meaning tax revenue goes to the state where goods or services are consumed. This has helped transform India into a truly unified market, boosting interstate trade and economic growth. The introduction of GST made the tax system simpler, more transparent, and highly efficient, reducing compliance burdens for businesses and promoting ease of doing business across the nation. For UPSC Prelims, it's crucial to focus on the GST Council and the constitutional provisions, Article 246A and 279A, as these are frequently tested topics in the exam. These were some important constitutional amendments, a goldmine for UPSC. Keep revising them, solve mock tests, and take your preparation to the next level. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more UPSC revision videos. Jai Hind.